What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We got a little bit of a data download last night introducing a brand new Rumble Legend, and of course, news time today, they did officially post it in-game. Sugo Fest, another Rumble Legend. Are you surprised? Another month, another Rumble Legend, right? Well, just not even just a Rumble Legend, but just a legend in general. Like just the sheer volume of legends we get per month is just absurd, man. It's crazy. It really shouldn't be as much as what it is. And you know, it's crazy to think about as well, but like, we got a treasure map coming up in like early/mid December. There's probably going to be a legend there. They got a Kazuna Clash, probably going to be another legend there as well. And then New Year's, we're going to have anywhere between 3 or 4 legends, right? Probably 3 would be my guess. That's what they've done the last couple of years. So it's just wild to think that there's just so many legends, man. It's crazy. It's absurd. Of course, if you guys haven't seen my official community tab or my X tweet that I put out about what you would do if you were in charge of Treasure Cruise, make sure to post on that, because I'm going to be making like a long video basically going through all the comments and just seeing what can come out of that, really. And of course, I'll submit that to the Bandai people as well, that full video. So definitely go over to those channels, leave your comments. Of course, please be civil and actually be constructive. Don't just post like the stupidest shit ever. Like, actually be constructive. Otherwise, it's not really going to help out. Anyways, I digress. Let's actually talk about what the new stuff is coming. So it's coming tomorrow, November 29th, 1900 PST time. Just a little bit of a heads up. I think we got some more stuff coming soon. November 29th, so tomorrow at news time is when the grand party will begin. So make sure to keep that in mind. December 3rd is the co-op quest. Alright, so new Rumble Sugo Fest. Now, it does feature int and cerebral units. When I first saw that, my first thought was, I wonder if they're going to bring S-Hawk back. Did they do that? No. Let's continue on though. So the new Dr. Vegapunk York the Greedy is going to be coming. So in terms of Vegapunk legends, obviously we've got Vegapunk himself as a legend. We have Lilith, which was the first of the Vegapunk legends. We have Atlas as well. I think those are it, right? I could be missing one. Atlas, Lilith. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's it. There might be one more. I don't know. I'm tripping. Either way, this is like another character that's in line with those types of units. So if you can just remember what Lilith and Vegapunk and Atlas do, you can kind of get a vibe as to what this character is probably going to be providing to your crew. Let's go ahead and actually break down what this character does. So of course, it is a mono 6-star character, and this character does have final tap. Alright, so it is going to be an int cerebral driven, which is interesting. So this character has the same type and class combination as Legend Queen. So pretty good class and type combo, honestly. Now, the captain ability gives int cerebral and driven, -1 turn of cooldown. 5.5 times attack when you have a matching slot, 5.5 times otherwise, 1.35 times HP. Int slots are beneficial. Reduces the crew's healing into damage duration by 10 turns. And if the crew uses a special to boost color affinity, add 0.25 to it. It's like a passive buff. So it doesn't like give you a plus icon on that buff. It's a passive 0.25 increase. So if you activate a 2 times color affinity boost while this character is the captain, that 2 times boost will come into the game as a 2.25 boost, which is cool, right? It's a cool passive buff. Characters have this. It's pretty cool. So what's the point of difference? Why would you go out of your way to use this character as a captain? Honestly, there aren't many reasons to do it. However, being able to remove 10 turns of healing into damage debuff is actually quite big. There's not a lot of characters in the game that can do this. So this character being able to not only do it, but also do it passively within the captain effect is good. And I keep saying this as well, but with the introduction of Captain Shift, these obscure captains that do one thing like really well, really obscurely, are actually going to be more valuable, because you can set them as a captain, and then halfway through the quest, you can just switch them out. So once you have, come across the debuff you specifically use a captain like this for, then you can just switch it out for one of your captain shift units. Of course, there's no captain shift that like really synergizes with this that well. I guess mono driven, if you're using, Kaido Alba or Big Mom and Katakuri, that's the only one that really would fit with this unit at the moment. I guess in a way, technically, Roger and Rayleigh could, because they boost strength in it, I believe. Now, they're more focused on Slash and Free Spirit, but either way, when more Captain Shift characters come out, this is going to be a pretty good unit to use for in that case. But I feel in most cases, like 99% of the time, you're not going to use this. But just saying, in the future, something like this could be good. The character is a Rumble Legend, so they don't get access to Super Type or Super Class, which is just a huge detriment to the unit because you just lose a free effect, right? Super Class, Super Type are just free abilities, and Rumble Legends not having them is a pretty big drawback overall. So let's see what the special does. Hopefully, it gives credences to actually using this unit in content. So first of all, it gives Cerebral units -1 turn of cooldown. Just want to check this real quick. This character does not resist special reverse. Okay, that's actually kind of trash. Okay, so -1 turn of cooldown. If you have a Cerebral Captain and you have a color affinity boost when you launch the special, it will reduce your color affinity boost by 0.5, but changes the effect of that boost to a stackable... Wait. That has to be a mistake. If the captain is Cerebral and you have a color affinity boost when you launch the special, reduce color affinity by 0.75, but change the type effect boost to a stackable slot effect boost. What? Okay. The reduction of the effect cannot be below 1.0 after being changed. The effect will not be treated as a slot effect boost and can no longer change the effect and turn duration. Okay, that is a bizarre special. So, if you have a color affinity boost, and you launch this character special, okay, let's take the example of the 2x color affinity you used before. It will then take away 0.75. So, you take your 2.0 minus 0.75, leaving you with 1.25. But that color affinity boost is transformed into an orb boost, and into a stackable effect. Change the type effect boost to a stackable slot effect boost. Yeah, okay, that's weird. That is weird. Okay, we've never seen that before. So you take one buff on your crew, transform it into another buff. Yeah, but of course it needs to be a pretty high color affinity boost for this to even be worth using, because if you've got, as we said, like a 2x color affinity boost, it goes down to 1.25. If you got a 3x color affinity boost, which is relatively uncommon, that goes down to 2.25, and that's a 2.25 stackable orb buff. Now, if this is the same vein as the other Vegapunk legends that we've had, meaning where you could actually have like 2 attack boosts and 2 orb boosts and stuff like that, if this is like that, then yeah, this is pretty good. But it's, again, very, very situational, okay? So that whole first effect is just like, if you have color affinity, transform it, reduce the multiplier. What else does it say? Reduces damage threshold by 7 turns, that's pretty good. Heals the crew by 30,000 HP, which can overheal. And then if the crew has a base attack boost when you launch the special, further increases base attack by 750. Otherwise, 1750 base attack boost for 2 turns. That's a pretty good base attack boost that this character can give you. 1750 is pretty high from a special these days. But it doesn't do a whole lot. That's the real issue. It just does not do enough. So cooldown reduction is cool, but it doesn't have special reverse resistance. So that's obviously a downside. You need to have a color affinity boost active in order for this to actually do anything. And then if you're not doing that, it provides 7 turn threshold removal, 30,000 heal, and then a base attack boost. For a Sugo Fest exclusive in 2024, we are almost at 2025, mind you. This is not worthy of it. Now, I haven't had a look at the final tap. That can definitely change things. Not expecting the final tap to be very good, though. And now the crewmate abilities, just matching slots, and then some more attack boost. The character has the recovery bind, has the hunger removal, which is good. Final tap at level 5. Boost the base attack of the unit based on your HP value. So you can go up to 2,500 at 60,000 HP. And it can stack with everything pretty much. So why do they do this? Why do they give us final taps that are solely base attack buffs? I don't understand it. It is the most infuriating thing in the game, because final taps are just terrible, and no one's going to be using tablets on this shit. So yeah, terrible final tap. Support effect attaching to any int. Is it int and cerebral? Yeah, it's an int type cerebral unit. Once per quest, if you use a special, reduces threshold by 1 and give color affinity boost, int and cerebral 1.75. That's a great support. Very, very good support effect. So that's the highlight of this unit thus far. That support is very, very strong. And then, of course, the Rumble, which is also going to be kind of interesting. So let's have a look. So the Rumble ability, int characters get an attack 6, defense 6. Cerebral characters HP 6. and guard percent up level 5. And then driven teammates, speed 6, blow away up level 5. The driven component is pretty bad, but int and cerebral, that's actually really good. So if using int cerebral, attack 6, defense 6, HP 6, and guard up level 5, phenomenal. Just very, very good for offense, giving you HP, defense, and guard, and then just providing a bonus attack increase as well. Like, there's really no downside here. The driven component, like, speed buff is fine. Blow away percent up is you know, it doesn't really matter that much, so that's okay. Special ability, it's a long special. Your int teammates get level 7 defense for 25 seconds. That's already very good. Activates provoke on self for 25 seconds. Also targets self for a 4x counter, which I believe is the same as Enmazoro. So defense, provoke, counter. If you have 6 or more cerebrals on the crew, targets your entire team for level 5 special CT increase for 25 seconds. That's really high. Oh my god, that's good. Targets self for 600 HP interval auto healing, also for 25 seconds. If you have 6 or more driven on the crew, targets 2 enemies with low defense for defense down level 9 and speed down level 9. Okay, the driven component, again, is really just, like, fine. The cerebral component is very good. Holy crap. While this character doesn't do damage, in terms of providing defensive capabilities, the counter mechanic is very strong. Again, the way that I see this, it's basically Enmazoro, but for int cerebral. Rather, Enmazoro is just like purely free spirit focused. This character is amazing on the int cerebral squad. Very, very powerful. No complaints from me in terms of the rumble stuff. Honestly, seems like a very good character. It also has inbuilt healing as well, with the special, and also with the behavior pattern. Evades action bind, which is cool, and 30% damage reduction versus psi units. So yeah, in terms of rumble, actually pretty impressive. In terms of the normal PvE kit, it's, yeah, definitely disappointing. So I'm not really happy about that. Now, briefly before we wrap up, in terms of the structure of the Sugo Fest, it's pretty typical, Rumble Sugo Fest stuff. Nothing too crazy there. But in terms of the characters that are available, the only Rumble Legends here is York herself and you Rogue. I don't know why they selected you Rogue. Crazy, crazy decision. When, S-Hawk is, like, right there. But unfortunately, if you don't have S-Hawk, you do have to wait. But at the end of the day, it probably is a good thing that they didn't do it. Because we want people to save their gems. And if S-Hawk was here, people would be definitely tempted to pull for him. The fact that he is not means, people can definitely just save their gems. So honestly, it's probably a good thing, right? The rate boosted characters, you got Dory and Broggy there. They're very good. The Chopper's fine. Jaguar D-Soul's also okay. So not a bad Rumble pull in terms of the boosted ones. And then, of course, every other Rumble Rare Recruit will be available. And then you've got the other Sugo Fest exclusives, which look to be cerebral focused. So that's fine. And then you got some boosted Rare Recruits as well. But that's the breakdown of the new Rumble Sugo Fest. York seems terrible in normal content. Seems very good on a int cerebral specific squad in Pirate Rumble. That's about it, though. Either way, save your rainbow gems. The New Year's Sugo Fest is a month away. Cannot wait for that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, though. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.